Hi everybody, welcome back to this another video. So the topic of today's video is we're learning about Forex. I know it's a kind of thing that you've mostly heard about in your day-to-day language, or you have heard it from a friend, or you've heard it at your workplace, like they trade in stock markets. But you have often also heard people talking about that they trade in Forex. So what is exactly a Forex is? Forex is basically the most global financial market, which is most traded market. I mean, the most of the people, it's one of the most largest financial markets that exist in the financial world. So what exactly happens and why does Forex exist? So for example, if you're going on a trip and you're going to America, for example, so you would, you would be, and you're living in India, so you would be having INRs. So what you will do at the airport, you will find various money exchange places where for a certain price they will give you the dollars in exchange of some rupees, so that they will offer you a price that for this much of INR you can get this much of dollars. So that price at which you are exchanging your INRs for dollars, you're basically actively participating in the Forex market without you even knowing. So for example, an exchange rate is basically the relative price of two price currencies from two different currencies. So what is Forex? Forex is basically denoted as FX, and it is the largest financial market in the world. So it's basically a $6 trillion market, and you have to know that NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, which is basically one of the most largest stock market in the world, seems petite, seems when you're in front of the Forex exchange market, and you don't have to believe that it is a this and that kind of high, but we are just giving you a normal number. So Forex market is open 24 hours a day and 5 days a week, and it's closed on any weekend, and it's just closed on the weekends. And whenever Forex markets, it just starts from trading in Auckland, Wellington, then it moves to Sydney, then it moves to Singapore, then it moves to Hong Kong, then Tokyo, then it moves to Frankfurt, London, and finally New York, before trading all over starts again in New Zealand. And that's how you can basically understand how it continues for traded, and continues trading 24 hours. Now what exactly is traded in Forex? For money is basically the most basic unit. Specifically, currencies are traded in the Forex market. So if you're thinking of a particular country, and for example, when you are actively participating in the stock market, you are basically buying the shares of the company. So when you are actively participating in the Forex, basically you can say you are buying a share in a particular country. So a good currency is the rates, the good exchange rate of a currency is, it represents a good condition of the country's economy. So we are having various active major registered currencies in the world, 120 approx major registered regulated currencies. And among these, there are some of the major currencies which are basically US dollars, European euro, Japanese yen, Great Britain pound, and Swiss franc. So these are one of the most five currencies. Other three are also included, but that's for the kind of people who do not consider these things. So there is also Canadian dollar, there is also New Zealand dollar, and Australian dollar, which is also somewhat, but these are the last three, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, and the Canadian dollar are mostly kind of labeled as commodity currencies, but you can refer to all of them as major currencies. So the discretion is just upon you. Now how these currency symbols are basically represented? They are represented with three symbols, with the first two letters belonging to the the name of the country symbol, and the last name representing the first letter of the currency's name. So this is basically, this convention of naming of currencies is known as ISO 4217 currency codes, and it is recognized by International Organization for Standardization. So another thing that you have to know. So I hope you're now a bit of have a basic understanding of what the major currencies and are in the world, and how you can actually make your mind frame around the forex market. So that's it for the today's video, and I'll meet you in the next. Bye bye.